Okay, I think I'm live once again. Yeah, this time it should be better, because if you remember, I think it was 2 streams ago where I switched after I think, yeah, it was 3. It was stream 3, where I actually switched because um, the internet was bad, and I had to go to my guest Wi-Fi, which is more stable for some whatever reason. Um, yeah, apparently that didn't stick. Like, I didn't hit connect automatically.
Laffy said,
Oop.
"Can I ask you a bit of an awkward question? What kind of demon would you say Velvet is?"
Well...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to find a vulnerability or anything. I'm only asking out of curiosity.
It's not that I doubt you, Eleanor. I just don't know much about her myself.
You fought against her, haven't you? She consumes her enemies with her left hand and claims their power. She's a demon like absolutely no other. Plunk just about any demon down in front of her, and I bet she could devour it in a single gulp.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much true. Sometimes demons that she doesn't entirely devour turn human again, but...
What? You've seen demons turn back into humans?
Is it that big of a deal?
Of course it is! Everyone knows that once you catch demon blight, that's it. There's no turning back. Although, I did see it happen with the High Priest Gideon. I wonder if there's some kind of connection.
Not that it matters if he turned back, demon or not, he's dead either way.
Whatever it is, it's of no concern to a pirate.
If I were you, I wouldn't worry about what's normal. If things were normal, we wouldn't have found each other.
You have a point.
Sorry I couldn't help, Eleanor.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. But I need to keep digging until I find out more about the kind of demon Velvet is.
Okay, yeah. As I was saying, like, switched to my guest Wi-Fi, didn't stick because I didn't hit connect automatically. So that was the reason as to why my internet was being weird yesterday. It's because I thought I was on the guest Wi-Fi, which is more stable for, once again, whatever goddamn weird reason.
I knew this would be
Treasure.
What a treasure!
Empyrean tablet. An artifact unearthed from the Norman archipelago. The tablet is inscribed with 5 crests and is thought to have belonged to a temple. Ooh, 5. So that's kind of in support of the 5th Empyrean Nominat. If the others are... Ooh, new skill learned. Skill slot expansion. Skill for next voyage, unyielding. I need to look at some things. So before that, skill list. What's this? 2 skills may be triggered at once. Unyielding. Overturns defeats in battle. Okay, and then skill. So I could get like... Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So I had thought any of these could... Okay, so that means that I was limited to a 1 skill limit, and I didn't even know. And it's odd, because right now, anytime I feel like I'm talking to the audience while I'm looking at the screen and go to, like, try and direct my conversation, I look at my water bottle that is way farther to the right than my microphone is. So it's actually rather pointless. Oh wow, that's a big tablet, if these are the size of clothes.
That crest.
An artifact unearthed, yeah. Magilo. Oh, these are crests of the Empyreans. You recognize them, Magilo? Of course I do, because I am me. Now, I'll do you the favor of explaining it all for you, so be grateful. From the lower left is the crest of Musafe, Empyrean of Fire, followed by Amonok, Empyrean of Water, then Hayanoa of Wind, in the upper left Eumacia of Earth. Those are the 4 elemental Empyreans, and this last one is Inominat, the 5th, right? You have been paying attention. This tablet was found in the outer seas. That means the Empyrean's power extends beyond Midgand. Well, maybe you're better off not thinking about what it is you're going up against. Ignorance is bliss, right? I don't care what my enemies are. I won't rest until they are defeated. Okay. Oh, and if the top right is an Omenot, that explains why so many of the things look like have that crest on it. Interesting. Interessante, as they might say somewhere else. See, it annoys me because I just, like, I want to unlock, like, all the things everywhere. But I also want to just do the ones that will get, that I feel will get me the most experience. Although, unless, see, I never thought to look that up. Because I didn't think, bring Salatomas. Salatomas. Back to the sailors. So I have to go back after. Oh yeah, I can just do this. Much better. Okay. Don't feel like fighting those.
That bug, it looks pretty tough.
Yeah, I've been around a long time, but I've never seen anything like it.
It must be a new species.
Incredible.
A new species is usually named after the person who discovered it. The Laphicet rhinoceros beetle, then?
Rhinoceros beetle? Whoa now, that's a stag beetle if I ever saw one.
No. Those things may look like pincers, but they're actually horns. A three-horned beetle will cause quite a stir in the bug community.
Hey, I know pincers when I see them, and those were some mighty pincers. The Laphicet stag beetle has a better ring to it, right?
What part of that sounds better?
The whole thing. Stag beetles are the strongest after all.
I can't let that go unchallenged. The rhinoceros is the king of beetledom.
Beetledom? More like beetle dumb.
Huh? That doesn't help your case at all.
Rogaro, Bison.
I feel a dangerous storm brewing.
The rhino is a one-trick pony with its horn, but a stag can cut its opponents in half. Its weapons can be used in any situation. The stag is a true swordsman.
That's petty trickery. The only beetle with the raw muscle to decide its own fate is the rhino.
But they only live for a year. The stag can survive through the winter.
They live hard and die young. Is the beauty of such a life lost on you?
Why is it that boys get so excited when they talk about bugs?
Rhinoceros, stag, or butterfly. It's all no matter to me.
They all look like cockroaches.
They're totally different.
So, what will you name it?
I think Rhinostagros for now.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bugs. At all, actually. I really dislike them. God, it only took me... That teleport is barely even a thing. It's really just there so you don't have to deal with the, whatchamacallums. The doors. Alright, get back into the fucking system. Ah, yes, me pirate crew, with its ascending angel. Okay.
You're not hurt, are you?
No.
I will say one thing that I decided to do yesterday was that I plan to get every achievement in Trails of Cold Steel 2. Not on camera or stream or anything, but I decided to do that. So start New Game Plus, and I didn't quite like how their New Game Plus worked. I just bodied that so hard. So I don't like how the Trail of Cold Steel New Game Plus works. So what I did was, I altered my save file to allow myself to get every New Game Plus like bonus thing, which isn't all that much, but it really helps with just all the achievements. Yeah, so I was just doing that. And when you're skipping like almost all the dialogue that you've seen before, and doing that, and you're using turbo mode and holding circle, which is auto scroll text, which is also a form of speed up, you really just rip through every cutscene. And through, I think it was like 7 or 8 hours of playing. It was something like that. Maybe less. I have already gotten onto the... well, I already got onto the Pantagruel. But more importantly, I already got onto the Courageous. And I'm already doing all that stuff in that short amount of time, and I've done every side quest, every hidden quest. I've gotten S rank on everything. It's wonderful. Okay, need to focus on this game though. Okay, mastered. Okay, so calcite boots. Let's just rock you. Calcite garment. Floric garment. Okay, silky touch. God, 33, and I didn't get one prior to now. Well, at least it's a thing. Spiked shoes. Okay. Good. But yeah, that's just something I decided to do. And it feels nice, because I haven't played a JRPG on my own time in a while. Like, ever since I started streaming. Mostly because whenever... Well, can't say that for sure. Can't say that...
So sweet, like raspberries.
Let me smell. Oh, they smell tasty.
Do they really taste that bad?
They lure you in with their scent, but once that flower hits your tongue, its flavor transforms into something dreadful.
Dreadful like how?
The petals melt into a liquid thousands of times stronger than mint, and the leaves and stem taste richer than the richest beef tongue. The two flavors clash and fizz on your tongue, and your whole body is racked with choking pain.
What?
Seriously?
That's what Ifrit told me anyway.
It's actually true. That's exactly what it's like.
You've tasted it before, haven't you? Is there any way around it?
You can squeeze it, boil it, mix it with honey, but nothing gets rid of the taste. Trying to mix it or sweeten it makes it even harder for some to swallow.
Have you taken yours?
No, I'll do it once I'm back on the ship with the pirates.
Wait, are you the type that puts off unpleasant tasks?
Not at all. I simply cannot be the first to drink it when others are still waiting for us to deliver their doses.
You do know that you'll have to drink double the dose after you start displaying the symptoms, right?
Are you certain?
Quit being so stubborn. It'd be better if you just got it over with.
And you've taken your dose?
No, I don't need to. Having a tethered Moloch drink it is enough to absorb its effects.
But to a Moloch, it tastes...
Yes, the cuter you are, the worse it tastes. It's good to be an exorcist, eh, Eleanor?
Do I have to drink it?
Of course not. I'll suffer through my own dose of Salatoma.
Oh, poo. How dull. Whew.
Yeah, I see that's the thing, because Pirate Man wouldn't have actually known what it would taste like, because Molochs can't get the sickness. Neither can demons, so it really doesn't matter to them. Bam, this boar is mine. There we go.
Well, that about does it.
Okay, let's go. Oh, hello there. You ready to get killed?
You think there's any chance that wanted Moloch would launch an attack here?
His target's probably Loringen, but stay sharp just in case. He might try to break open the bug cage as a diversion. Wanted Moloch? Loringen?
First that demon Rex Hellevise, and then Eleanor betrays us? We're never gonna catch a break.
Quit whining. Cleaning up messes is our job.
This sounds like Laura from Cold Steel.
Looks like our Abbey buddies are up to something.
And the bug cage. That barrier, I assume?
If so, it won't be long before they find out we broke in.
Then we should make our exit while we can.
It's still interesting because I'm trying to, like, as you play, as you do, you try and figure out like the big picture in a lot of things, and I don't really get the big picture for why they would keep a demon like that there and not allow the like medicine to get out, unless they're keeping it like very controlled and they just don't want like Abbey people to be able to get the medicine. That way they can essentially eliminate pirates. It's like, if they get it and they can't get the medicine, then, you know, then they will die.
I'm ready for this.
You broke me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Slow down! These upon my
This fight is over.
Mini blast cast here. Okay. See, I like getting all the items. It's just a matter of dismantling them, upgrading, and whatnot. That's like, ugh. Because you don't want to, you don't want to dismantle them when you still have like full upgrade materials. And I haven't gotten to the point where I really need to use all of mine.
Hey, how goes it?
Zavid!
Easy there, bro. I don't got time to spar today.
Dude, he's side-handing a gun. What a gangster.
That artifact you've got belongs to Ifried. Why do you have it?
Just picked it up off the ground somewhere.
Don't screw with me, tough guy. I have ways of making you talk.
Ha! I wonder how much pain gets you to open up.
You're the one about to be tested.
It's not up to you how this goes. If I want to talk, we'll talk. And if I want to fight, we'll fight.
What are you?
Dude, he just pulled a Persona 3.
I'd play more, but I don't want to keep old Pointybeard waiting. We'll chat some more later, with our fists.
Wait!
Bison! We need to get the flowers to everyone on the ship!
You can handle it!
But you're...
Let's head back, Laffy said.
All right.
But you're carrying the flower. No. Dude, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Shrek.
I challenge
They are really easy to stun.
Are you hurt? Can you stand?
See, like how Eleanor is just like a concerned mom. Or like a secondary older sister who is just as concerned about Lavisette's well-being as Velvet.
That thing Zavid was holding? What do you think that was?
From the sound of it, it seemed to belong to Ifried.
I've never seen any object or art quite like it. Maybe it's that relic Ifried brought back from a continent across the sea.
An art from another continent. Do you think Eisen will be alright?
That Moloch seemed to know what he was doing. I'd rather we just stayed out of his way, but...
First the throne, and now here. What is Zavid after, anyway?
he was probably just making up that date business. But still, old Pointybeard?
Just like Ifried. When I was talking with Benwick, he said Ifried had a pointy beard.
You don't say.
Gee willikers.
Then I bet Zavid is that wanted Moloch the Abbey's looking for.
Yeah. He must be aware they're after him. And then he baited Eisen into following him, using something that belonged to Eifried.
And I'm pretty sure Eisen knew that, but he went after him all the same. Ugh, this can only go well, I'm sure.
Is Eisen in trouble?
It doesn't matter either way, if his Corsair scourge goes untreated. For now, let's get back to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, let's go fix our crew, and then maybe we can actually do that thing that they said we could do. You know, that whole...
Dad, I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with life in this village.
There you go, with the whining again.
Those two, they seem to be rather upset.
Best stay out of it. They're going at it hammer and thongs.
The phrase is hammer and tongs.
I'm not whining. It's been 10 years and the village is no better off than when we started. Every year it gets colder, and every year our harvest gets worse. And the risk of demon blight hasn't gone away.
Your point? Compared to other regions, Westgand has fewer cases of demon blight. Other areas are suffering worse from the cold and the demons. I'd say we're better off here than anywhere else.
You're saying we're lucky that all we have to worry about is cultivating this inhospitable land?
Don't be so impatient. We'll see results. Westgand has incredible potential. If we keep working this land, eventually it will become a prosperous place. Maybe not now, but in 100 years or 1,000, our descendants will have joy and plenty. That's enough for me.
There you go again. Who cares about ancestors? I'm talking about...
Good man, your words have moved me. As an exorcist, I promise to work my hardest to end the demon blight and help people like you find security.
Oh, thank you for your kind words, young exorcist. Then I have a request. How about you start helping by marrying this fool son of mine?
What?
Ever since his lover gave him the slip, he's been whining like this non-stop.
I'm very sorry, but that wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
Lol. And I'm sorry about that guy. His lover being an asshole. Thorny waistcoat. Please remove it before going to bed. I think they already freaking maxed that. Yeah. My waistcoat's from a while ago. I've been everywhere in this town, right? Okay. So I need to talk to Scarf Man, because I did some things, I believe. I just hope you're doing... Yeah, here's your reward. Complete 2 requests in addition to Life Coveting Fairy. Okay, Overzealous Spider. I still need to go back to the Evolve Ruins, Forgotten Edifice. But now there's Frenzied Wolf. Bernac Plateau, the Great Junction, Luminary's Ventite. For each successive hit during a Mystic Art, a portion of the expended BG will be restored. Interesting. Yeah. But, you can get back to the ship and cure these goddamn pirates, so I can use the, Oh, that's adorable. So I can use the, yeah, you can travel around on your boat places thing, and it's like, oh yeah, when I tried to do that, you didn't let me go to a different place, and when I went to the place you told me to go, you immediately took away my ability to do that exact thing. Thank you, game, for even giving me the tutorial.
Look! A frog! It's unusual to see one this close to the sea.
Hey, I thought of a poem! Day at Port Renede. A frog jumps into the void. The sound of the sea.
Mogiloo?
What was that? Just a little poem that popped into my head. My inspiration came from pondering the terror a frog would feel if it unwittingly leapt into the salty ocean. That's...
I don't get it at all.
I got another one! Skinny little frog, Mogiloo is on your side. Do not give up hope.
I guess that one is about rooting for a frog?
That's right. I once bet a fortune on a game of chance involving frogs. That was my inspiration for this one. What do you think? Poetic, isn't it?
I think you have a gambling problem.
So, did this skinny frog win?
Nope. I lost my entire bet.
I think we can call that poetic justice.
Ha ha ha! It's funny. Okay, let's go. Let's get up this room thing. Yeah, I started a bit late today. Around 9 instead of like 8:30ish. Just because, one, I was sleeping. And two, because I was really just sleeping. Because it's hard to sleep well when like a good chunk of your face is swollen. It's also hard to sleep when you're worried about when the painkillers will wear
Your
off.
solitomas. Drink up.
You've saved us! But where's the first mate?
We bumped into some wannabe tough guy Moloch, and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zavid! Why didn't you guys follow him?
And leave you all with the Corsair Scourge?
Yes! Eisen's the one in danger here.
Is it because the Abbey is after Zavid?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey. Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zavid and Loringen. If Eisen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about.
Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zavid? Wait, that's not important.
Howdy.
What matters is I can turn Laufey's head over to him and finally return to the Abbey.
Melchior is a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
You guys are useless.
Hey, fuck you.
Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
What makes you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Ifrid's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Eisen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Eisen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Ifrid?
Of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
Here, this one's for you.
Those pirates haven't a lick of sense in them.
They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
Come on. Eat it, you little bitch. They just pop the entire flower in their mouth. It's fucking crazy. Like, I thought they had to go to a medicine man to make it like a mixture or something.
Now, about where Eisen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen.
Yes. It's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the exorcists train.
Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Eisen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. We can do it. Okay, where are we going? Track Eisen in the north of the Fens of Fog. So, where I am right now... So I need to go here. And... yeah, I need to go here for the thing. Because that was blocked off. You need to go there for the main quest, and I also have to go there for the Code Red Demon. There's a Code Red! Oh. It's wonderful when you yawn, but half of your mouth is swollen, so you can't really yawn.
Toma is as awful as I remember. I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Salatoma as part of their welcoming festivities.
Sounds like hazing to me.
When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing.
If you say so.
I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
Yeah, she could just pop that shit down.
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon?
I'm aware of one other flavor. Magulu, here's your dose of Salatoma.
No! Get back here! Don't! Keep that salad away from I see. The sweet taste of another suffering.
Just straight up forcing it into her mouth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking make it so you have to taste it too, bitch. What's going on over here? How's it going? Didn't mean to talk to you, but you know what? I can do it. Oh wait, I already own Floric paper. Do not own Fluorescent daggers. Do not own calcite ribbon. Already own Tranquillo. Burning Dash. Okay. It's nice that you can queue up all that you want to buy and then do it all at once, if you so choose. I can make some really good amber things with all the fragments I have, but you know, don't really want amber equipment.
There. You're headed to Loringen Tower too? Just a bit ago, a brawny, silver-haired man asked me how to get there.
Did he say why he was going there?
Something about meeting some friends of his. Exorcists use that tower to train, right? If he has exorcist friends, then maybe he's one too. But he seemed a bit rough and tumble to be an exorcist. I can't imagine a man like him.
Did he say anything else?
He said someone else might stop by and ask about the tower, and told me to tell him if they do. Did he mean you?
No clue.
So he was planning on us following him. What's he scheming?
You mean Zavid? Or the Abbey?
Both.
Expedition has returned. That was a quick 30 minutes. Yeah, leveled up. Scholarly Drive and Rengetsu basic training. Almost done with these islands. I would imagine this next time I will get...
It seems like everyone around me is completely mad.
Get a new place.
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just isn't sane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die, just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
Well...
At the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt. Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure. And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
None of that is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but I think it's all amazing.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care. And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about.
Miss Magilu, hang in there!
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
Yeah, It's all illogical, and that's why the Abbey
Loringen
hates
Tower
us.
lies beyond the Bernac Plateau.
Blah! If you're gonna set up an obvious trap, couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
Oof. Okay, gotta go north. And I have 99 foods. And Salatoma ain't one. Aha! Yeah, I don't want to get involved with a skunk dangerous thing. Final fight these guys.
Let's get started.
Oh god. That face. There we go.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Haha, you can't catch up to me. I'm running 30% faster than my base normal speed. Can't catch me, gay thoughts. Okay, and these guys are gone now, so I can head on through.
What's wrong, Laphicet?
I was just wondering why Eisen and Zavid can't work together to find Eifried.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women, and of everyone, really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavid said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
It's so hard. As hard as fists. Hey, hello, Catbox. That doesn't. It has a lot to take and nothing to give. Yep. A lot to take and nothing to give is the thesis of Catboxes. So I'm curious as to what the ending level of this game will be. Because right now I'm in like the 20s, I think? Yeah, I'm 27. So I'm curious as to like whether or not the ending level will be like around 60 or...
Well, that about does it.
Okay. What the hell?
Whoa! Hot water is spouting out of the mountain.
And look at those rainbows.
this is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernac Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wowee!
That was very educational.
At least you know plenty of trivia, if nothing else.
Additionally, the groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled octopus or crab will shoot out from the geyser!
No way!
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but...
With the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Mogulo, I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
It's not even a new thing. That really looks like a plant I should be able to pick up. Yeah, I can. I know I can't sneak up on you, you sack of crap. Okay. Gonna do a, I forgot I have to do it from here. Yeah, I'll do a quick save. There we go.
Are you ready for this?
Okay, weakness to water. Oh, god damn it. I hate when they just do moves right out of, like, cutscenes. Because there's no way for me to... Like, I don't have any time to dodge it. Oh, those bubbles are... Okay. So I remember them saying, like, Magulu's thing was traps. Careful not to get hit by that move, because I believe getting stunned takes away one of the diamonds I get. Come on, just take it out. Just take it out. There we go.
I refuse to fall here.
See, that was pretty nice. Didn't get KO'd. Had to use an item, so I didn't get that bonus. But, didn't get KO'd. Bella de Don Saish. Command Shoes, Aqua Ring. Luminaries Ventite. Does that thing, which is pretty cool. Awesome. It's actually something decent. 30% R attack or fire attack power. I'm gonna do that one first. Aqua Ring. How are you guys doing? The other cheap ring is Wind. There we go. Command Shoes. 71. There we go. This is the crappy part about when someone leaves your party. Because it's like... they're not getting any of, like, the grade. And, you know, you're just gonna have to goddamn catch them back up. Wet seed. There we go.
Its guardian was angry at it. Hold on.
Okay. Ooh, can I just jump to the flower pad? No, just look at it immediately.
Time to dish out
Come on, really?
See, I'm trying to get better at not just using like one button for like the full combo, because that's just foolish. I'm trying to get better at switching it up in the middle. Okay, spiked shoes. Well, he's not here, so he's not here. I'm not gonna care. I have other things I need to... I have other people I need to trade. Okay, someone's calling me on the phone, but I think that it's probably nothing. Yep, it's just nothing, I can tell. But I really don't like how it's in the background and I can hear it. I'm not sure about the recording mic, but I imagine that it's quite able to, just due to the fact that this mic has like the annoying capacity of picking up like sound from everywhere, like from the right, left, top, bottom. Like it can pick it up from everywhere, which is good and bad, because I would like to get a directional mic, like a Yeti mic, but
did you get the medicine to the ship's
costs
crew?
money.
Yeah.
Good. My thanks to you.
These soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No. They were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavid.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Eifried card on me?
If you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Eifried, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse. Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters. And so, I joined him aboard the Von Eltia.
A creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms, I could accept that. But if anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Right?
Zavid, isn't there any way you and Eisen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Well, that's how it is.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
Can't disagree there.
Right. Okay. Ooh, Exorcist ranks. Okay, we're heading this way. Right? Yeah, heading this way.
Loringen Tower is a training ground for exorcists, right?
Yes. It's a great edifice built on ancient ruins.
Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malachim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Malach arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malachim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability.
So, an orderly is an orderly for life, then?
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malachim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only two reasons: to protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malachim you use.
Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
See, it is actually interesting, because if you do take away the competition, they might not get stronger, but there will be more order. Simply because if you know you can't move up based on just literally something you can't change, then there'd be no reason to like backstab people, because you still have no way of moving up, which is interesting.
I can't wrap my head around Zavid.
We witnessed his unwillingness to kill before, but it seems he's quite serious about it.
Maybe that's why I don't feel scared of him. Even when he and Eisen were about to fight, I didn't feel tense at all.
Perhaps that's just because you've been around Velvet a bit too long, kiddo. Next to her, few people are frightening.
Do you think so?
Don't ask me.
He doesn't come across as vicious. I think that's why you're not scared.
Because he's just a brawler?
Maybe he's just naive.
Okay, so he's just a naive brawler. He's still involved with Eifried's disappearance, and he's also taking on the Abbey. I just don't get him.
Me neither.
Uh-huh. I agree, but I don't understand any of you either.
Right. Okay. Let's go. Give me some herb. I want to eat some herb, and these flowers are so goddamn... Like, there's so much stuff that looks like that it should be herb.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Eifried let Eisen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him? What good did it do? I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really, really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eisen feels? But Eifried still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Eifried's a very strong man. At least for a base lawless pirate.
Can I drop down here? Because I need to be able to get down there. Interesting. Okay, so there's a tunnel that goes through there. I'll have to find said tunnel. What the hell are you?
Guess it's time to battle.
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
Okay, calcite doll. Chocolate idol is almost done. Let's do that.
Eisen, can I ask you about that thing Zavid had?
It belonged to Eifried, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization.
A gun.
He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What is it?
I can't say. It seemed like a weapon, but Eifried wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own, then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device? But why is Zavid looking for Eifried? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavid doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
Okay, so this is the actual way to go.
No one on guard. They're really not bothering to hide this trap.
They probably knew we'd sense it. The question now is just what they're planning to spring on us.
Okay, so I don't want to go this way. I want to figure out how to get down to that goddamn chest. Chances are that chest will have nothing for me. It will literally just be a crappy something that will worth it. Because it's a copper chest, so it's probably just gold bars.
I hope I did a good...
You did fine, Lavi said. Don't worry about it. More chest. Gel. Wonderful. Vortigern. CA Fortress. Oh, so I can go that way. Probably should to unlock it. Didn't seem like I could go that way. Unless I had to, like, take a drop down or something. Yeah, oh, there it is. And there's the tunnel. Perfect. And that, kids, is why you look at maps. Oh, it was a gold one. Okay, it's Garish Pink implies superior attack power, which it indeed grants its wearer. Garish Pink. Okay, you're almost done. Okay. Nice. East Laban Tunnel. Well, no reason not to go through here. It's called exploration for a reason. Okay, so the plant things are drop enemies.
Don't waste my time.
See, I like the enemies that only have the 1 star, because it just makes it so much easier to deal with them. Because you know that they can't really, like, combo you, and that they're more, what the hell? Or weaker. And that they're definitely more of a enemy that just will try and get you by having a lot of them.
We won, right? Right?
Okay. Like I said, Battle abilities, Break Soul, Static Force, Hold RT, with 3 more souls during Divide Pain to activate. This ability extends the duration of Divide Pain and for 4 seconds prevents stats elements on enemies from ending, which increases enemy stagger time. Oh, neat. I'm probably never going to use it, because I never used Lavi set. But that's a thing he can do. I want to change the strategy a little bit, because I'm actually kind of, because the thing is, having it on Mystic Arts makes it so they're never going to, like, switch out on their own, which isn't necessarily great. Oh, and Addison's back in the party, so let's gotta check his, ah, cool, his Fleric boots. Because I switched, what, spiked boots? Oh, he had 1 mastery on spiked boots. Cool. Expedition returned. Wonderful. Okay, Soma Volcano. Scarly Drive. Volcanic island whose eruptions are triggered by the emotions of those who sail near it. What? Tales tell of a forest made entirely of gems near the heart of the island.
Scout ship set.
Might as well go. I really just want a skill that will, like, decrease expedition time based on, like, level.
I'm ready for this.
spear, floric earrings, floric pen. Getting a lot of floric stuff, which is pretty good. Happy about that. Floric paper. I think I already have equipped and mastered that, or am currently in the middle of doing said thing. Okay. I will say it is nice to have the food thing in the bottom right, just so you know how many battles you've been through. Like, I've been through 9 battles since I restocked my food. I'd say that's pretty good to know. See, I want a food that increases grade or something, or increases XP yield. Because that would be, like, really nice. See, the interesting thing is, I'm pretty sure that I will eventually have to, like... Oh my god, so many freaking orb weavers. I will probably have to come through here for a story-related reason. But, if I explore it right now, before the story-related reason happens, then I won't have to wander around here. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think we have a chance.
Okay, come on. Oh, are you serious, fucking idiot girl? No, I'm not using I'm direct. Unless a dire animation. Which I'm really hoping it's not. Okay, come on. Stop. Stop stuttering.
I refuse.
There we go.
Oh, here.
Yeah, KO, got rid of half of it, and then Sassy would take off basically the half of the half. Hate that. Equip master earrings and whatnot. Okay. Items. Equip mastery. Earrings. Succubus horn earrings. Boom. Oops, got myself flipped turned upside down. Fire! Fire!
Don't get careless.
Some of these things are so weird and funny. There we go.
Just how does this sword work?
Don't touch it. You'll hurt yourself.
Okay. This will give me gold. No, not panacea bottle. Ooh, cat box. Yep. A Water Norman hat for Lavi said. And Water Norman suit. Not that I care. I can't imagine anyone would really want to play this game wearing the Water Norman set. Or any Norman set, honestly, because it would just... Like, I feel like there's almost a limit to how goofy you could want your characters to look while playing a JRPG. And it's a pretty big one. Okay. Chamomile. Boom. Okay, I wonder what is over here. I'm guessing this is where a Code Red might spawn, or where a boss might be. Because that looks like a boss room. Like, look at this Dark Souls-esque boss room. That is always the key when you're playing like any game, really, where there's just a big wide open area. Your brain immediately goes to, this room is big enough to contain something large. Presumably, it is a boss. Death Ward. Interesting. Talisman said to alert. Okay. Haven't really gotten talismans for him in a while. Death Ward. Capability versus undead. It's pretty good. Yeah, because... Oh, it's only 74, too. God damn. Some of these things I'm just questioning, like, why haven't I got them earlier? Because to me, the amount of grade you need to upgrade something is, like, how far in the game you should get it. It's like, oh yeah, you should get quick ones at the beginning, because at the beginning you're only getting, like, 0.9 grade per battle and stuff like that. You're not getting a lot of grade to master them quickly. And as you get further in, you're getting more grade, so you get higher mastery items to keep up like the same relative pace of mastery. That way it's not weird and different. Okay, so I should... It puts me at the... Oh. Interesting. I don't think I ever... No, I did come in here. So it puts me in the dead end. Okay. I know it said dead end, but I thought I hadn't explored that part yet, because I didn't think I could see it. It's just that I don't think there was anything in the room that it mapped. Therefore, it didn't really have anything to show me. Okay. Making some good progress. Okay. See, I'm wondering if that's actually like a portion. Like, I'm wondering if that would, if the picture, the thing that you could see from the inside of the cave was out here rendered, or it was just like that view but taken like in a PNG or like a JPEG. That could have been a risky guy. Because I was not... That thing hit my back super blatantly.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Okay, incapacitator for waistcoat and earth ray. Okay, so jet black waistcoat. There we go. Earth ring. Okay, we're looking at Aqua and Wind being the last ones before the big boys come to town. I just want to make sure I explore like everywhere prior to actually going places. Okay. I want the game to stop me before I stop. Oh wait, this is... Oh, I see where this is. I have done like a full complete loop. Hey, what's up, fuckers? Standing before you are the impregnable gates of Oregon, the Seagate Fortress. The honor of this place will stand eternally. None shall pass unwarranted through force or guile. Idiot. Yeah, I needed to save those 30 minutes. Okay, so now I remember where I am. Or have an idea. They didn't let me go through here before. Yeah, much stronger now. That's how you know you're above level.
Not even worth my time.
Surprised I even got one. You know you're fighting things way too weak for you when you get amber boots. But I'm glad I did do this, because I just got some chamomile. Boom. Give me that chamomile. Want it. Gonna just chew on some leaves. Get stronger. Okay. So now I can come into here and save over there. There we go. Let's do that. Kick open this door with gusto. Okay. Here, make sure the same thing isn't on this side. Okay.
Bison, when and how did Ifrey disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
No matter. Ifried vanished about a year ago. He agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight, and a pendulum.
Was Zavid his opponent?
Given his choice of weapon and his ability to fight, I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get is why Ifried would end up captured and imprisoned by the Abbey after a fight with a stray Moloch.
The Abbey had him prisoner?
On their island. Until an exorcist named Melchior took him away, that is.
What? Lord Melchior did?
The Abbey would have captured Ifried about a year ago. Surely it must have caused quite a stir.
I was simply patrolling. I wasn't involved in any such operations. Oh. But I do remember that we suffered a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment. And then I was ordered to cease any such investigation by Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was.
And it involves the Abbey?
Indeed. Oh my god, so many cat souls. Oh. And they're all seated. It's like they're gonna have dinner or something. Ooh, a halberd. How are you working on there? Halberd. Oh my god. 389. That'll take a while. And a war pike. God, your weapons take so long. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Got him. Ooh, and an herb. Yummy herb. Art defense. Like, look at me. I need to use it on her, because her art defense is absolute trash. It's interesting because it's like you don't want to use all the items on one person because it's like, well, you're not leaving any for anyone else. You're not distributing evenly. But it's like, but if your main character always needs it, then, you know. Okay. Fills SG completely.
I followed the recipe. I guess it...
Figure. I think SG is something nice. I don't know.
Eifried.
So, this is Von Eifried.
Bison, it's good to see you again.
So you're alive. You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
Your brother? Ah, yes. You told me that once. Bison, why?
I've got no brother.
Get fucked, boy.
Enough of your tricks!
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
Zavid.
Now come on out, you old coot!
Lord Melchior.
Dude, you just fucking tapped that guy in the head.
Double illusion.
Double illusion?
I make it a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
Oh, it's a gun that can break the seal on Malix. Or Malaks, or something. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, and you just turned a Malik into a demon.
He turned her into a demon.
What? This can't be happening.
God, exorcists are such assholes.
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite a dreadful affliction, isn't it? Don't you run away!
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
Okay. So, weak to earth, weak to hidden arts. Okay.
Why would an exorcist...
Actually, I want to check to see if I That's earth, that's water, earth. So Y would be good. Do I have any more? Avalanche Fang. Shadow Flow and Slag Assault. All Earth.
Create a demon!
Hey, worry about that later. We've got damn dragons to take care of.
Ooh, and they're all bunched together, so that should be quite a bit.
Looks like you got caught in your own trap, old man.
Oh, are you sure about that? What the?
I'll take care of the last one.
What the hell?
He just saved the wyvern?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
What?
My work here is done.
The hell did you do? Wait, damn you! Follow them!
Good job, Zavid. Oh yeah, finally got a really good grade. Learned Annihilating Crash. Item free victory over powerful foe. Nice. Shock Ward, Calcite Spear, Floric Garment, Envenoming Glaciate. Provides the ability to trigger random poison-related skills. Mystic Arts. Some Mystic Arts are of a higher class and cost 4 BG and require a combo of 8 or higher, but they also increase maximum BG by 1 when learned and provide 2 souls after use. It may seem like they require 8 souls to perform, but including break souls within the combo will help fulfill their requirements. Since the damage from Mystic Arts is affected by the greater of the user's attack and art attack and the lesser of the text defense and art defense, they are highly effective damage dealers. Okay. So... something she just learned. Hold LT during a 8-hit combo, or 8-hit or higher combo, consumes 4 BG, use Break Soul to connect combos. Okay. Well, I need to be okay, and I can get 4 BG.
Where the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
Presumably they went up. Because that's generally how boss towers work. And
This recipe looks
ooh, lizard tail steak. Thick slice of tail meat, cooked to perfection. Don't worry, it's not from anyone you know. Okay. Well, might as well keep going there. Ooh, cat box. Yep, 140. And a cat. Doesn't give me anything because it's a piece of the work. It's a piece of work. I wasn't gonna say shit, except I was totally gonna say piece of shit. Yeah, cats are pieces of shit. They're funny, but they're pieces of shit. I kind of wish they had more talking things. That would make them. It would make me less mad with them. It's like when they're introduced and they're all punny. I was like, oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, I should probably go and slow word +1. That's fine. Flare garment. Use the art text. Sword pike. Ooh, that was my tummy rumbling. I'm gonna have to eat some applesauce or pudding or something soon. Okay. This just isn't the way to go. Interesting. I was expecting that door to be openable. So he did like a weird analyzing looking thing from it. I'm curious as to whether or not I analyzed it or stole the power it had. Because either way, that's not good because Melchior wanted it for some reason. You never want the bad people to get what they want. So, I'm just curious as to when in the game I'm going to be allowed to kill, or yeah, basically kill or like finish my first the character plot line. Because I would imagine the first one to be done would most likely be either Eisen or even Laphicet's, like taking out Teresa or whatever.
Damn, you sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavid.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it when you can just copy its hidden formula? Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
Then we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Eifried.
Zavid, you were once their slave?
Yeah. My mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Eifried aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. He might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul. But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Eifried away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard. Playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Eifried and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was was the real prize he was after. But Aifrid knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Aifrid only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Aifrid. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the Exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
And now that Aifrid's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Aifrid, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
Bison and Zavid have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
There's really no visible difference between a Malak and a human. I don't see, like, where the problem is. Well, I mean, some Malaks are literal animals and other things. But, like, there are so many Malaks that are just humans, essentially.
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusions seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding. He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Moloch into a dragon.
Get fucked.
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade.
Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
Yeah. You have. The guy you're trying to defend literally just took people that he enslaved and made them actual demonic beasts. Please, try and defend that. Ah, God. That means cutscenes, if it's not letting me use a bottle. I should probably... Yep.
I thought I smelled someone pondering. What's on your mind, Laphicet?
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all, but do you know anything else about it, Rokuro?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
I suppose that makes sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zavid use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malachim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and... kablooey.
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
Gotta love that phone in the background. The girl with the umbrella. Oh yeah, because that's the thing that Eisen was, like, in shock at. So presumably it's a girl he knew, or a sister or something.
Laffy said? May I ask you something?
What is it?
The girl with the umbrella from Lord Melchior's illusion. What is her connection to Eisen? I don't think he'd answer if I asked him myself.
God frickin'
I
damn
don't
it,
know.
phone.
I was wondering about her as well. She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
I do have to take this one.
His type was more like
Shh. What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Muffyset's first crush, if you must know.
Oh.
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
The umbrella girl. That illusion made Eisen hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave, but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild, and she's too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name, perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside!
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends with her since they were children, but they only realized their true feelings after they had been married to someone else.
Is this their idea of romance? In any case, beware of girls, Laffy said.
Right.
And that, kids, is why you turn on, why you have to sometimes answer the phone midstream. Just because people might call. Got 2 calls right in a row. One of them was telemarketer, the other was mother. You can tell which one's a little bit more important. Okay. Ooh, I can port to need. Good. Give me what I need to know.
Now what are we gonna do? What's wrong?
This dog came up with a book in its mouth. Here, take a look.
Huh. It looks pretty old. I've never seen this kind of writing before.
It's not ancient Avarost, that's for sure. Part of it looks like a chronology, so maybe it's a history book?
If I were to guess, I'd say they're Meliodosian characters, which would peg it at about 2,000 years old. It's more recent than Avarost, but the writing has fallen completely out of use.
All kinds of notes are written throughout the book, too. Someone must have been studying it. If it's research material, that might make it Videl's book. Videl? Who's that? He's a weird kid who's way into studying history. He lives at the inn.
Could you maybe deliver the book to him for us? We were told not to get too close to him, so...
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Got research on ancient legacies. Did I do anything? Okay, I did. And I need to get that herb. Okay.
My book! My book! Where could I have left it?
Are you Videl? Is this yours?
My book! Oh, that book is super important to me. Thank you.
I'm Laphicet. I hope you don't mind that we flipped through
I'm
some
a
of it.
pirate.
Can you actually read Meliodosian script?
You recognize Meliodosian writing? That's unusual in this day and age.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal, really.
When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer who travels the world and explores lots of ruins. So to make sure I'm ready for anything, I've been studying ancient history, starting with the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness? You're referring to the Dark Period, right?
Nah.
Right. Almost no written records from the age have survived. But if you compare the history before and after, you can tell something major must have happened.
Wow, that's fascinating.
I know!
I know!
Look at those two, all worked up over an old book. My little brother was just like that too. Laffy and our brother used to.
We've received reports of suspicious persons in the area. Have you seen anything?
Not good. They're onto us.
Quickly, hide in my house.
Some suspicious people dressed like motherfucking pirates.
Videl, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Sorry, sir. I've been absorbed in my book.
That's all right, thanks. Look, I know it must be tough living alone with your mom. Just remember, your father's a praetor. He's out there fighting to protect us all. Keep your chin up for his sake at least, all right?
Uh-huh.
Oof. Wait, who's... His father's a praetor. Interesting.
Thanks for your help, Videl.
Videl, your father is an exorcist?
Yeah, he is. But don't worry, I won't say anything about you and your friends. I'm your friend too.
Really?
And to prove it, I'll let everyone in on a big secret.
My mom's cheating on him.
This book tells you how to make an Omega Elixir, an incredibly ancient and powerful medicine. If I'm reading it right, you need 5 ingredients in order to create the elixir. I've only translated one of them so far, but I'll tell you what it is.
That's really nice of you, Videl. But I don't have any way to repay you for this.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. I'd just like it if you came and talked with me again sometime.
Of course. What are friends for?
The Omega Elixir. That's an ancient medicine said to be able to cure any disease. But it was my understanding that no samples or recipes survived the Era of Darkness.
Meliodosian script was used prior to the Era of Darkness, so I guess it's possible that Videl's recipe might be legit.
He's just a kid. I don't know how much we can trust his translation.
You saw his notes. I doubt many adults could even get anything out of that book. He might be onto something.
Kids are more capable than we give them credit for, especially where their interests lie.
I think we can trust Videl.
Laffy used to read books intently like that too.
Furthermore, couldn't a hypothetical Omega Elixir be quite useful to you, Velvet?
Laphicet, you look like you really want to track down those ingredients.
Yeah, I do.
Personally, I don't really care. But if you want to look for them, I won't stop you.
Okay.
Oh, gee whiz, Velvet, thanks. I guess you consumed research. Lavender. Gather. Omega Elixir Recipe 1. Gather a mineral called Long Dow's dust. Record show was once excavated in the Vester tunnels. Interesting. Okay. Which way is out of here? Over here, I believe. So you save that shiz. Okay. And I will have to stop the stream. Not soon. But I do have to leave my home around 1 o'clock-ish. So I'm gonna probably stop the stream around 12:30.
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island. And let me tell you, it's as bad as the rumors make it sound. I wanted to just wait it out in a shipyard somewhere, but then the water turned all gooey. Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But these weren't no sea slugs neither. It was scary. I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that gooey stuff.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep end if you want, but no one will come to your rescue. Hope you know how to swim.
If they could keep the demons in check, they wouldn't have to tell people to stay clear. Frankly, I think the Abbey just doesn't want to go near places like that.
In other words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
You can now go to a Class 4 administrative zone. Yay.
Demons! There's more of them. A whole band of them rampaging through Roark Forest.
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more! And they're still on the loose! A lot of exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this, and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcists that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thanks for the warning.
Misty was nice enough to be like, yeah, you should watch out. You just left it at like, oh, we're angry or whatever. Demons suck. And I'd be like, oh, well, you can go suck a dick.
First mate! You're all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
Bison, you stay calm too, okay?
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Compared to your curse, sir, this sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir.
We're ready whenever.
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
There's worse out there.
Okay. The crew's back and meaner than ever. To assault we sail. Assault docks. Class 4. Zone Aberrant. Port Cadnix. See, I would like to be able to go up to the South America or Africa looking place so I can go get that thing. The zone. Actually, let me... I need to go to Evolve Ruins, right? For the Code Redders. I think that's where it was. Let me... Library, Code Red, Evolve Ruins. I need to go get that. Cadnix. Let's do this. What's that? Oh, okay. And this is where I can search for lava. He says dust. Nice. So it gives me a reason to go back anyway. Wonderful. See, it's interesting because now I'm starting to get into like an area where I can do some side quests. Like side stuff. Okay, almost done with that. Okay, Vester Tunnels. Go to the bridge and ravine immediately. Need to go to Kurogani's workshop. So right now, I need to go to, I believe, the tunnel depths. Tunnel supports. Yeah, I didn't really like this dungeon. It was a bit confusing, but whatever. Figure it out. Just we'll skip enemies and go as I please. There's no real use in fighting a lot of these guys because they're not really all that strong. Is that? No, I don't believe that is a way. I don't think there's like a warp tunnel for Kurogane's workshop. I do like how in this game they like are actually pronouncing the words at least like semi-correct. Like, they're pronouncing them more correct than a lot of other games will. Okay, so I do totally need to go to the tunnel depths over there. Okay. Like in so many games they'll have like a Japanese word and then they'll just like American English the hell out of the word and it won't sound anything like it should. Like one thing is like the Persona 5 I think had a great dub. Like I think it had I think the work they put into like localizing it, I think it was great. The voice actor's awesome and whatnot. But the way that they did their names was not the best, I would say, for some of the people. Like, for Ryuji. His name is Ryuji Sakamoto. But they made his name Ryuji Sakamoto. So instead of being Saka, it's Saka, which is much different. And it doesn't, like, even sound right when you're, like, reading through it. Because, like, you just have to take it in small chunks. Sakamoto, not Sakamoto. And I like how this game, like, actually says the names and whatnot like it should be. Like with Kurogane. Sometimes you'll even hear the voice actors put like this slight R roll on the names. Okay, I need to pop through this way. Expedition has returned. Good. You guys give me some stuff. Sleepy Princess picture book. Yeah, you can keep sending them there. Go back. I swear, one of these times I will get a goddamn skill that'll let me, just let me do it faster. I kind of want to look up the skill list. Okay, so just going straight through. I feel like if I just look up the skill list, it would make me a lot more excited for given things. You know, I want to fight you.
I'll finish this now.
Ugh, just knocked me down. There you go.
Come on, really?
112. Yeah, that's not bad. Still not that great, but it's not bad. So one thing that I did just think of, like when I'm getting mad at like the KO stuff, I think that might be because I'm on moderate. Because if I remember right, normal was normal, which is okay. But moderate was described as you receive less XP from battles, but you get more gold and higher bonus. And I'm wondering if that's allowable in terms of grade. I'm wondering if that's the thing it is. And I'm not going to change off moderate because Worn Spear. Okay.
This must be Longdow's dust. The ingredient Vidal's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
We have to go tell Vidal. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, got Longdow's dust. Let's go to Bridget Ravine. Because I need to get to Evoke Ruins. Okay. Is there a teleportation thing around here that I can get too fast? Surely there's a drop down. There it is. Come on. There we go. Jump. See, warps are nice. Oh, you wanna fight me, bitch? I'll fight you. Fucked.
Wow, all sorts of things popped out. Yep, it's a whimsical wonderland over here.
Yeah, that's what you get. You don't fight me.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak ones.
Their voice is too deep for what they are. Like, they have like pretty deepish voices for tiny pink-looking children on brooms. There we go. Okay, now time for the Evil Ruins. It's been a while, Evil Ruins. Guys still holding up? Sure looks like it. This is where I'm really glad I have the movement speed increase thing, because just it would take so long to do anything. And I am like in the right place, not being an idiot. Evoke Ruins, Forgotten Edifice. Okay. I am in the Evoke Ruins, and it is the Forgotten Edifice. So I just need to find where the thing is. You guys can go to hell. Really? Still fighting because I need to brave, but I mean, shouldn't have boots. Ooh, got Marine Charm and Amber Spear. Nice. Calcite boots. Just making sure. Let's put this on her. Title, equipment, curator. Okay, I think I have an idea of where the hell the thing is. Because I don't believe I ever went that way. Because I think that was one of the things where it's just like, oh yeah, it doesn't tell you should explore here. Unless it totally did, and because it goes up to the next level, I did do it, and I'm just talking out of my ass. Nope. Get out of here.
We have a
weakness to fire and wind, resistance to non-elemental and earth. Should probably see if I can switch this to B is wind. Frick it, I'll just do. I'll just have that be. Luckily, this shouldn't be too hard because I'm actually above the level of the.
Hey, is everyone
Simple
alright?
enough. Free victory. It's just like free grade when you're above the level. Floric Braid, Mini Blouse, Floric Waistcoat, Floric Boots, Wind Ring, Floric Waistcoat, Aspirant Signicite. Raise the chance of receiving level 2 random skills on known mode or above. Nice. That's actually really nice. Midi Blouse. Okay, Garish Pink Shirt. Wind Ring. Okay. Well, might as well put the Shock Ward on her because she had it at one point. Checking out the shoes. Put on cute shoes. Actually, Yeah, that's fine. Floric waistcoat. Jet black waistcoat. Floric waistcoat. Tis unfortunate. How are you working on your jet black? Ooh, God, you still got quite a ways to go. Everything else is pretty good. How's your orange? I'm actually gonna put her amber spear on, just so she can get it quick, and she can do more damage to. Okay, so you head to the Port City of Assault again. Bridge Ravine. Whoops, I need. Hey, kid.
Wow! Is that Longdow's dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients! You found it! You really found it!
Yeah, it's proof your research is right.
Thanks! I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Whoa.
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up. It's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
But I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
Alright. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laffy said?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
Do you think he's always that sick?
Wouldn't surprise me. I was weak when I was a kid, too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Vidal. It means to live.
Huh. I never thought about that.
Laffy said is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better. When he sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Eisen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicette's name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through. But he's still dead all the same. Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
Oh, that's sad. Omega Elixir Recipe 2. Okay. Instructions to collect the horn of a unicorn. Such a creature has reportedly been sighted on the Fagal ice caps. Yeah, so I can't even get that. I haven't been to any area like that yet. Oh, wait. Except I have. But I can't go back there yet. That annoys me. Hell, that's even worse. Okay, well. Let's speak to you. Bye. I already got you and you and whatnot. Floric belt. Buy that. Eat off bottle. There we go. Huh. Okay. Enhance. RT. Oh, she already mastered the Floric blade, so I need to probably put her on a different thing. Okay, how are you working it, man? Would someone be using... Yeah, at least you're using fluorite. Using silver. I do need to... I got so much fluorite stuff, I'm pretty sure. But I need to... Still just want the next, like, level of enhancing. And I wonder if you get that by enhancing a lot, or if it just happens. Okay, defeating overzealous spider. Okay, so I got all 10. Set out. No bother using an item to get there a little bit faster. Might as well just run it. Just run it back. Maybe that castle. There we go. Good save. Okay, hello there. One day you'll let me go back up there. Let's go to the class 4 advertising. Okay. Okay, is it literally just like a arena? That's interesting. Thinking maybe there's an herb out back. Oh, there's a cat box. Oh. Shiba Inu tail. You just put bangs on. How much is Shiba Inu tail? Okay, it's weird that there's like cost associated with dressing up. Like, you can only have this much costume on. Find that interesting. And you got these pillars right there. So that cat box is the only thing. I feel like that's stupid to put so much walking room.
Is that a fighting arena of some sort? I don't see any demons around.
Look! There's something spewing out of the middle!
I sense a really malicious force emanating from it.
It's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory!
Thanks for that. Now I've got goosebumps.
Let's try not to wind up as more vengeful spirits.
You can battle waves of specific types of demons. Select summon demons to call demons to the arena and commence battle. After a certain amount of demons have been defeated, more will appear. The battle is over when all demons have been completely wiped out. If you're defeated in battle, you return to your original pre-battle status. Make sure to prepare yourself thoroughly. First time you clear the challenge, you'll receive a reward, so give it your all. Okay.
I'll finish this now.
Oh, come on, Lobby Set. You used your mystic art on a dude about to die. You dummy. They're all on you decide as well, too, so it's like I don't see why they're all using their mystic arts. Switch out the people who have full VG so they don't try and use their VG. I want to check out my arts real quick, because I want to do Annihilating Crash. So hold LT during an 8-hit combo or higher. Consumes 4 BG. Okay, so I think that was the problem. I think I only had 3 BG. Has to be 8-hit combo or higher, have to have 4 BG.
Your style is really unique.
Wow.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
And we're back. Just a bunch of Amber stuff. Amber and Floric stuff. All demons defeated. Virtuoso's Venti allows you to perform different arts by pressing attack while guarding. What?
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed. Most everything we fought here seems to follow a pattern. This is a good place for tactical training.
If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
Okay. So I'm guessing... See, that's interesting, because now settings can be adjusted via the second set art screen in the arts menu. Ooh. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, nice. So that's in case you want to just go right from shielding to a move to like start a combo. Nice. So where are we off to next? Well, let's try and get to the assault.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's right then?
Magilu! Quit giving Loppies that confusing thoughts.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Sorry. I was just deep in thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Ooh.
Gotcha. I will then.
Straight up. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna pity you. If you don't want it, I ain't gonna pity you. But
What is that?
it's a penguin.
That's called a penguin, a type of bird native to this area.
Penguin.
Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon.
Straight up. What a savage, you'd eat that bird.
It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Magilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it? Oh.
You know, like that.
Like what?
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noble woman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor?
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Ooh.
Good question.
Straight up.
Simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Shapoom! Bye-bye!
Your feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
Expedition has returned. Ugh. Almost leveled.
Scout ships.
Okay. Okay. Not much going on around here, at least in this town. It's a nice town. Another save thing? Wow. He's putting save things everywhere. How's it going? Hello, priest.
Come, sinner, and repent your
It's
wicked
this fucker
sins.
again.
Who? Me? I don't think I've done much that needs repenting.
No, my son, you must be mistaken. For I can tell just from how you dress that a great many sins weigh heavily upon your heart. But it's not too late for you yet. You must confess your sins and repent.
Yeah, I hear you, but I really can't think of anything.
Have you ever wielded violence?
No, all I wield are my swords.
Well, have you hurt anybody with your swords?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to land a killing blow yet. I've still got a long way to go. But the next time, I'll kill him.
No, you have it all wrong. You must repent for how you've used your swords.
Oh, I get it. I need to improve my cutting technique, right?
That's not what I meant either.
Ah, then what do you mean? It's a priest's job to guide the layman, right? You'll have to start speaking more clearly if you want anyone to trust your advice. Get your act together, man.
Yes, I'll reflect upon the error of my ways. Wait, what?
Rokaro literally being like, come on, priest man. I'm trying to figure out what I should repent. And you aren't giving me the answers. You gotta be clear. I could love that. Interesting. Okay. So I can go down to the beach level. Hello, boatman. Go open this chest first. Hello, boatman.
It's become common practice to use Southgan lumber for shipbuilding, but there's a reason. Our trees really are the best for it.
Natant trees only grow in Southgand. Their wood is light, tough, and doesn't rot. Perfect for shipbuilding.
Wood that doesn't
You know your
rot?
stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, Midgan and Southgan were separate countries. Then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs and floated all the way to Midgand. A Midgand craftsman, amazed to see a humble raft cross the open sea, returned with our ancestors here to Southgand.
He had used the Natant logs to build a large, sturdy ship.
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgand and Southgand, and the Age of Exploration began. The excitement of a new age had everyone floating on air, but within mere decades, Midgand declared war on Southgand.
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long
What the
time.
hell was
but in
that
the end,
reading?
Midgand emerged the victor. Our islands were occupied. As hard as things were, our ancestors still liked to joke about it. They'd say, Age of Exploration, more like Age of Exploitation.
When things were that bad, they could still joke about it?
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. We tend to look for the silver lining in every cloud. It may not seem like it these days, but Southgand used to be a place where the laughter would never cease. Some people even used to call it Shenanigand.
Shenanigand. This must have been a really fun place.
Okay. Shenanigans. Gotta go up and around. And I saw a cat chest. Yep. You're all your beavers, eh? Well, I've got just the thing for you. I've already did all your things.
So how do you like our island? Nice and laid back, right?
It's quite a bit different from Logris.
This place was even more relaxed before the opening. But recently, a lot of our young folk have gone starry-eyed about the city and left us in the lurch.
It's still better than it was when the demons first started showing up. We have the Abbey to thank for that. And because people are traveling more now, the need for ships has skyrocketed. Our lumber industry is booming.
In other words, when the money started flowing, people let it go to their heads?
That and those exorcists and soldiers from the bigger cities, they really seemed sophisticated. People from the other islands wear different clothes and have things we don't, you know?
Getting worked up and worked over by what's trendy. Is that foolishness not the very definition of youth?
If this keeps up, our island's traditions will fade away. That's what worries me.
I understand how you feel, but you have to give young people the freedom to be themselves.
Yeah? Don't try and hold me down. Why don't you just go out there? Okay. Where the hell? It's two taverns? Is there like a lower tavern and an upper tavern? Ah, yes indeed. Upper tavern level. And an even more upper tavern level. Silky paper. Nice. Nicer than to just leave a chest full of things that I can use as weapons. Okay. Well, I'm guessing I have to get down the sand and go somewhere. Or I have to go out that square over there, probably. That's more likely. Actually, is it? Yeah, it is. I always have to think. I always have to guess. I always gotta be unsure of yourself. If you're ever too sure, you'll go wrong. Doubt yourself. Doubt yourself every second. Unless you shouldn't doubt yourself, and then be confident forever. You're living freely in South Kent, so the obvious rules are really chafe, but if you think about it another way, it's a good chance to mend bad habits. Right, like how we can't just dive into the sea naked, and we have to warm up and put on swimsuits. That's inhibitive.
Still no leads on that grimoire lady.
Mogulu, when did you get that letter from her you mentioned?
Hard to say. It must have been last year? A decade ago?
Take this seriously, or I'll feed you to the sharks.
Oh, what? I think I'd at least rate a kraken.
Keep this up and I swear I'll eat... It's them!
The final preparations are complete. Once you've assumed your new post, everyone will act on your command.
Thank you, sister. But to be honest, I worry that these shoes I'm filling might just be a bit too big for me.
You need not worry. You possess a special strength and quality that others lack. Shepherd Artorias has high hopes for your deployment to Palamedes. Fear not. Just be yourself and you'll do fine. Believe you're a leader, and you will be.
Yes. I'll try to make you proud, sister.
They're sending him to Palamedes? Is that the name of a facility on this island?
I had better get going.
Safe travels.
Oh, one more thing. Be careful around the demon in Haria. It's stronger than it looks. We've even had some casualties.
Understood.
Also, if you must drink the water, remember to boil it.
Sister,
I know, I worry too much. But I just can't help myself.
So, there's a demon in Haria. Sounds like it's a pretty feisty one, too.
If so, it may prove useful.
We're not suspicious at all.
Still, what magical timing for Oscar to show up here at the very same hour we do.
I understand your suspicion of me, but have you any proof?
None, it's true. But as an exorcist, you're certainly sympathetic to the Abbey's cause.
Her hair's blocking everything out.
And soon you may wish we were sympathetic.
Eleanor hasn't been snitching on us. I'm sure of it.
And how would you know? Are you watching her even when she's taking a bath?
Huh? No, I don't. I always stay outside when she's taking a bath. And...
Then isn't it possible she's communicating with the Abbey in secret while you're not there?
You pledged to obey me until the day you die, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Remember, when you two trade blows, only the Abbey wins.
One less demon, and one less traitor for them to worry about.
While we're standing around here arguing, that demon could be attacking Grimoire.
It's true. Let's find some more people to question around town.
Yes, let's. I totally been communicating on the pooper. Vessels and privacy.
So what's it really like?
Huh?
The connection between Moloch and Vessel. Do you share, like, thoughts and feelings?
Sort of. When I'm dwelling inside Eleanor, I can see what she sees and hear what she hears. But I can't read her thoughts or her emotions. Sitting in a box doesn't teach you how the box feels.
I see. In that case, I want to give her as little time alone as possible.
I don't want to bathe with her, alright?
I know. You're a boy and all. For her baths, we can send Bienfu. No, that's a bad idea. It'll have to be Magulu, or myself.
Phew.
What sort of boundaries have you and Eleanor drawn? How do you sleep?
We talk before bed sometimes, but it's not like I'm sleeping by her side or anything. It's easier for me to tell when she wakes up if I'm dwelling inside her.
Does she ever get out of bed at night?
Not in my experience. And she sleeps so peacefully.
Huh?
When she's around you guys, she always looks so stern. But when she's sleeping, her expression is... softer, you could say. She lets her hair down, too. And I think it's kind of prettier that way.
Huh. So that's what he likes. Well, keep an eye on her, but...
But?
Watch out for the older girls.
Huh?
Straight up. Watch out for them cougars. They'll get you, boy. They like them when they're young. They can groom them into the kind of guy they want.
The people of Southgan originally worshipped Amanuj, the Empyrean of Water. The lives of the people of the Southern Isles are inherently tied to the sea. Whether it was gratitude for a good catch or an appeal for protection, everyone offered their prayers to Amanuj.
But the Abbey worships Innominat, don't they? Do the people still keep their faith?
Most of the people obey the will of the Abbey, but one small village deep in Southgand is a special case. The village is called Haria, And even now they keep their faith in Aminoch. They've even quarreled with the Abbey. I'm grateful that they fight off the demons. I really am. But do they have to dictate which gods we worship too?
They think they do. It's their truth. Then again, they can't control what's in your heart, can they?
Right? Believe in this. Okay. You can tell me what I should believe in all you want. Ain't gonna do
Teresa
anything.
and Oscar sure seem close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel. Not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge, after a while he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him. Little brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
Huh? I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh? I don't know.
Little brothers.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend the boy is your little brother.
Huh? That's a
Boy.
bit extreme. But actually, when I'm talking with Lavisette, sometimes I think, this is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Lavisette. Malakim are just tools to exorcists.
Oh!
She can never think
Oh,
of you
bringing
as
in
a
the
brother.
big guns.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malakim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Oh.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe
You
her.
got it.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a tool, by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Ooh, two sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick. Which one will the Muppet pick?
How about an older brother instead?
Boy, pick your older sister. Boy. Step right in. We've taken a lot of time for a bunch of shit. Okay. Amphibly daggers. A pair of short swords that use amphibly as a mana catalyst. Well, might as well buy some. Poison ward. Fatigue ward. Nope, do not need flame. Probably should get another pair of spiked shoes. But don't worry about that. There we go. Shot rotation level 5. Allows the use of martial art derivatives under certain conditions. What the? What? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? When it can be used, its name will appear at the bottom right of the description in the set art screen in case whether the direction of an art changes depending on where it's set. Derivative. Okay, what the hell? I don't. So I get what it's looking at. Like I can see the bottom thing, but I don't quite comprehend how to access. And I still haven't figured those out yet. Well, not figured it out, I haven't set them. Okay, I'm glad it didn't stop me from going across that shallow thing of water. Where is it? Oh, freaking person right there.
What does it mean to become an adult?
The eternal question of youth.
have you ever heard of the Ceremony of Adulthood? It's a yearly tradition on this island.
If I remember right, it's totally wild. Everyone throws bananas and oranges at each other.
Traditionally, yes, but things have changed over the years. Bananas and oranges are a thing of the past. People are always reaching for bigger and better things, right? In this case, it's watermelons. Whole watermelons.
You're throwing watermelons? That's gotta hurt.
Trust me, I know. But watermelons are the least of our worries.
Oh.
Recently, people have started flinging coconuts.
Coconuts? Those things are as hard as rocks!
Trust me, I know. Like getting hit with a brick. Now, every year, there are some kids who never make it to adulthood.
You don't mean they...
Yeah, I've kept putting it off myself, but it looks like this year I've got no choice but to participate. That's crazy. It's far too dangerous. And more importantly, how does it make someone an adult?
There are ancient traditions that say overcoming danger marks a child's coming of age. Some people still cling to the old ways.
You've hit the nail on the head. There are lots of old folks that sit around complaining how weak us darn kids are. The hypocrites. Back then, they used bananas and watermelons. They even cracked the watermelons ahead of time.
I don't think cracking a coconut would help much either.
So that's why you're standing about looking blue.
I'm so ashamed of myself for being scared.
If you don't want to do the ceremony, why not just skip it?
I'd love to, but I don't really have a choice. I wouldn't be able to show my face around here if I chickened out.
Having the courage to say no to something you don't feel is right. Isn't that the true mark of an adult?
Wait.
You're right! Now I can finally become an adult! Oh, yeah! Look how grown up I am!
And getting carried away with yourself and acting the fool is the true mark of immaturity.
Sorry. You're right.
I like that guy. Yeah, I feel like that's actually a very timely thing. 'Cause it's like, oh yeah, like all these darn kids and like not working and not buying houses and not doing this stuff, and it's like, fuckers, back when you were our age, you could work a part-time job and be able to pay for college. We work a part-time job and can't pay rent.
Hey, this doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah, a keen eye you have, young man. That is a doll of the Empyrean Aminoch.
That's... Empyrean Aminoch?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes.
What?
Real dignified, but not without a bit of a temper.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbeys banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like, oh.
Wait, that sounds like...
And that low energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah, more or less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So, shopkeep,
Looks like
where'd you
maybe
see
it's
her?
Bienfu's like
I
sister
think
or
it was
something.
down by McClear Beach.
Pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Ugh. Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Moloch before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies, spies listening everywhere!
I mean, that's not false. Oop, need to go talk to them. Come on, 30%, go faster. Ugh. Hello there.
It's a true shame that Lady Teresa will be leaving our island.
I'm a little relieved, to tell you the truth. She was a bit too strict for a free soul like me.
I guess not even the heat of Southcan could melt her icy cold personality.
But strict as she was also fair. She never asked anyone to do what she wouldn't do herself. Even when we were fighting with Haria Village over the temple, she kept her cool and listened to what they had to say. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably still be squabbling with Haria.
That's true. But did the Abbey really need to take over the temple for themselves?
She was really pretty, too. Sorry to whoever takes her place, but she's the only exorcist for me. Lady Teresa Linares! You were our protector! Yeah, we need the chilly charms of the Frozen Queen to cool down the heat in Southgand. Ah, the way those ice-cold eyes of hers looked down at me with disdain, like I was something filthy. Teresa forever!
Wow, there's one in every town.
Right? Like the one I clipped. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going?
Southgan lumber exports have been on the rise, but so has the popularity of Southgan cuisine.
Like Pengyang?
Pengyongs are our flagship food, and our Pengyong farms are flourishing. But oranges, bananas, and our other fruits also sell well.
I've never had any oranges or bananas.
Oranges are sweet but tart and very juicy. They're the perfect refreshment on a hot day.
They're that fruit that glows in the dark, right? Also known as candle fruit?
That's the one. And now bananas. They're soft, sweet, and filling when eaten raw. But if you dry them out, they get crunchy, like peanuts. And they stay good for years. Southgand is pretty well off compared to other places. The fish are plentiful, and the trees are heavy with fruit. That's why I'm shipping the excess to other towns.
This guy here, he's a true sailor.
Yeah, good luck. I wish you the best.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Interesting. So, the young child called them bananas, and he was calling them bananots, and even at one point, it really sounded like they just hard put, like, him saying nut over the end of Nana. So I'm curious as to whether or not, like, they didn't have, like, if it was just so minor that they didn't even consider it all that important. Or if they just had multiple people working on translation and separate individuals translated it into, like, the actual food equivalent, and others put, like, the not exactly that food, but it's basically that food, like, fantasy twist on it. Like, it's not an apple, it's an apple. Or it's not an apple, it's an appa. Kick open that door. We don't need that shit. Boom. Okay.
Beautiful waters. So this is Muckler Beach.
I hope she's actually here.
How are you looking? 2 minutes? Okay.
I won't run away.
Dumbass. I will say these things are nice because they get stuck so easily.
I hope I did a good job.
You did fine, Laffy said. Okay, let's see if I can get a good encounter. Come on. I want... Start making the dark... There we go.
I don't think we have a chance. It's over, right?
There we go. Okay, expedition return. That's what I was waiting for. Level 8. This is Tail Pepper. Barbados, Archipelago, Scholarly Drive. Run gets you basic training. Didn't get that, but I want to explore this outright. This is the homeland of a clan of warriors who obstinately refuse to use items in battle. Their fighting style is crude but overwhelming. They're highly valued as mercenaries.
Scout ship.
Okay. So, with that, I am going to be cutting the stream early because I have things that I have to do, as I said earlier, and I wanted to finish the expedition. That way I could save, and the game will finish the new expedition while I'm just waiting for the stream. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure about tomorrow, whether or not I'll stream, because it really depends on the time I wake up, as someone is coming to my house around noon, so I might not be able to stream. And that's about it. So, I'm not honestly sure how it's going to work, but at that, I'm going to call it there. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me in the next stream, which, if it's not tomorrow, then it will be on Monday. So thank you very much. Hope you all have a very nice day, and will join me in the next stream. Bye.